Good morning, America. This is Scott in a Shot, and here I am live on my podcast. Nobody's watching, but someday they may. Coffee this morning, people. It's way too early for shots. Um, have you guys seen that revised jobs report? Revised down to $12,000. I mean, 12,000 jobs. 12,000 jobs created. Can you believe that? I mean, that's how it was in 2020 when the pandemic hit. You know what I mean? And so this podcast about get to work. What have the Democrats been doing, except lying on the jobs report every month? I mean, it's been revised down so low that every month since they've been in president, every year they've been lying to us. I mean, that's a sad. I mean, if it wasn't for COVID, that would be the saddest jobs market report in decades. I mean, 12,000. I mean, that's not even close to keeping up with our population and then the growth of it. It's almost like a recession, isn't it? Doesn't that mean we're in a recession? I mean, honestly, because they're lying about everything else. They're lying about probably the unemployment rate. They're lying about everything. I mean, if you're lying about one part of the jobs report, and that means everything has to do with jobs and employment is probably lied about. So what's really going on there? I mean, we need to think about that. I mean, I want to see them put all the revisions up on the screen so we can actually see the real lying and the cheating that the Democratic Party's been doing, trying to prop themselves up, looking like they're doing a good job when they're not. We got all these people streaming over our country that are illegals and they're taking jobs, and a lot of them are working. You know how I know that? Because my wife works at McDonald's. She's a manager at McDonald's, and she used to be a rad tech. Now she's a manager at McDonald's. She's stopped. She went back from retirement into the workforce because she wanted to. And but they hire kids in here in California at $20 an hour. $20 an hour to flip burgers at McDonald's, and they can't show up for work. They don't want to work hard. I mean, so I know why they're trying to import some of these people in, on top of killing our babies. But so yeah, these illegals are working because they're the ones that are working for Grubhub and all these Uber Eats and all that. That's what they're doing. They're delivering food. My wife says they come in. And they can't even understand a word. They don't understand any English. They got a phone that sits there telling them everything that they want to tell you. So they're not learning English. They're using English on their phone. That's the society we got now, huh? A bunch of people here using their phones. Like I went to Walmart a while back. I went to Walmart in Boise, Idaho when I was visiting my mother before she died. And I went in there. I wanted to put some new tires on my car. So I went in there and I said, hey, man, is there somebody in the tire department? Because there's nobody here. And the lady's like, into the phone because she couldn't speak a drop it, no English, none, period, zero English. So I had to talk into her phone, and then she punched in a reaction, the response. That's what America's come down to, huh? I doubt they do that in any other country. I mean, that's crazy. I mean, so yeah, our government's lying to us big time, people. They're not working. What have they been doing for 4 years? Besides trying to change our sexes and kill our kids. When it comes to working, when it comes to a defense of our country, when it comes to our borders, they've been doing nothing. They've been doing nothing, people. Nothing. We just paid them to ruin our country because they didn't do nothing good. I mean, 12,000 jobs revised down to 12,000. What they say was supposed to be way more. I mean, in order to be competitive in the world, we have to have a jobs market, where we're creating jobs at least 100,000 a month, or more. I mean, come on, 12,000, and most of those are probably in big pharma and the government. Trying to pop out these damn pills for everybody. I mean, that's about it, right? I mean, COVID vaccine kits. I mean, that's probably what the new employment went to. I mean, it's not for they're not opening up new manufacturing plants. They're not opening up new car plants. They're not doing nothing. What have the Democrats been doing? Except making pornos in the Capitol, doing coke in the White House. I mean, you got a president eating babies' feet, eating their feet. Man, what a weird world we live in nowadays, people. What a weird world we're living in, and I don't like it no more. I mean, it's crazy the things that people are worried about. I mean, they're worried about a child's sex. They're worried about illegals coming over here that don't speak any English. They don't care about that they have a criminal record. I mean, I've never seen nothing like it. And then you got Kamala Harris on here saying she's going to be the agent of change for the Democratic Party. Well, I thought that's what you guys were already. I mean, all these things she says she's going to do. They had 4 years to do it, and they haven't even tried. I mean, it's like they're trying to untry. I mean, they're not even trying. It's such a bad. Their percentage of effort is so low that to try to make this country better. It's almost like they're tanking our country is what they're doing. They're tanking it on purpose. Why? That's the question. Why? I don't know, man. Jealousy, resentment. I don't know. What is it? What makes these people tick? Honestly, I don't want to know. Because to me, they're just like a tick, man. They just sit there and make you itch all the time because you can't fucking figure them out. I mean, they just make you itch because they're sketchy people. Nothing's getting done. So nothing's getting done in this country right now. I mean, you got these migrants coming in everywhere. I mean, taking jobs. The few jobs they are creating, they're taking them. You know, some of them are working. That's all there is to that. Some of them are working. They're not supposed to be because they're illegal aliens. I mean, and this dreamer thing, just because a child comes over here with his parents of no fault of their own, they're a dreamer. I mean, well, they're illegal. They're illegal. All these little words that they try to make, you know, they try to the phrasing and the words that they use to describe something when it's basically 100% of what it's really going on. An illegal alien is an illegal alien, undocumented, whatever you want to call it, whatever word makes you feel all cozy and comfortable inside. But it all comes down to basic facts, and that's illegal immigration, basic terminology. You know, I mean, yeah, it's weird, people. They always try to change the word for something, but it means the exact same thing. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that job report's really blowing my mind. I mean, because every time they investigate something, it gets revised down to nothing. I mean, yeah, open border policies. That's really working for us, huh, people? What have the Democrats done in 4 years except ruin this country? Like I said, they've been in office 12 of the last 16 years. How can you possibly be in office 12 of 16 years and still blame Donald Trump? I mean, really? I mean, and people buy into that. These actors, actresses, I mean, the normal person, they're buying into all these lies. I mean, should I go into real estate selling oceanfront property on the state of Idaho? I mean, I got some Idaho land right on the ocean, baby. You know, you guys want some? I'll sell it to you for real cheap. I mean, actually, if you're that gullible, then it's real expensive, but it's oceanfront, all right? I mean, stop it. Everybody being stupid. Yeah, so how you guys doing this morning? Scott and the shots chilling. Yeah, I just woke up. I can't drink today, people, because I don't drink as much as you guys think I do. So I'm trying to be cool, but I do smoke a little bit of weed now, even though I have nodules in my lung. Which in my mind signals they want to cheat, and we have evidence that they do cheat. So that's just irrefutable. The question is, are we just seeing the tip of the iceberg? And for example, all these sometimes they're knowledge. You know, people, I quit doing drugs, and then I just started drinking not too long ago, about 4 years ago. I stopped doing drugs a long, long time ago, for quite a long time, a bunch of years. Stopped partying, you know, raising my family, being with my wife. But since COVID hit, I started partying again. You know, not like I used to, but like I said, I had to start partying again because I just watched the TVs, being retired. You know, trying to enjoy myself. It's really hard when I see the damage that the Democratic Party's doing to our country. Man, I've never seen a country hate itself so bad. Have you? We hate ourselves, obviously. I mean, I don't get it. They hate everything that we've done. They don't. You know, there's black people. They still pit black people against each other, against us. You know, they bring these migrants over here, which is pitting them against all of Americans. I mean, it's all about divisiveness, right? I mean, what they think was going to happen when they started letting in all these migrants, that we're just going to sit here and enjoy it, kumbaya, baby, all the way? No. We have our own kids. We have our own responsibilities. We have our own culture. And tell you, if you can't come over here in the right frame of mind legally to be part of that culture, and not somebody sitting there at the cell phone you're talking into and them pushing back because they don't understand English. I mean, that doesn't work for me. That just makes me not like nothing about these illegal aliens. I mean, they're not learning nothing. They come over here and they're not learning. They're not made to learn anything. They're not trying to learn anything about our country. They're not trying to learn English. They're just trying to come over here for a free ride and to rob us. A free ride on welfare, rooms, food, and to rob us, obviously. I mean, it's not all of them, obviously. I mean, come on. You got to read between the lines, people. I mean, I'm not saying every single one, but I just don't care about the other ones. I just don't care about any of them. They're not supposed to be here. That's my point. I mean, I know there's good people in there, but they jumped over our border illegally. I mean, I know our president was inviting them over here illegally, but that's on him, not me. That's on them, not me, because they're not supposed to be here. I mean, so you people can feel sorry about it if you want, but I don't know why you would. I mean, if these people want to get their shit together, they can get it together in their other country. Why can't they? There's rich people in that country too. There's people that go to college over there too. They have schools over there. You know, it's all in the family and in the individual. I mean, to find their way. You know what I mean? It's not none of our. I mean, I'm trying to worry about my family now. I got to worry about our country now. I got to worry about the world. I got to worry about illegals. I got to worry about. I mean, what we got enough to worry about in America without having all this other stuff to worry about. I mean, them letting this migrant crisis it was created by the Democratic Party. For what reason? Why would you put that? Why would you put that upon the American people? Why would you burden us with all this illegal immigration, the division that it's causing? I mean, the problems that it's causing, the crime that it's causing. Why would you do that? What world in what any person's sane mind would think what they did was cool? I mean, so you think about that, people. Why did they do that? Obviously to fuck our shit up, because it don't take no common sense to figure out what's going to happen when you start letting in illegal aliens by the millions, you know, documented, undocumented. I mean, ones that check in at the border, ones that just sneak over the border. I mean, there's probably about 30 million people that's in our country now over the last 4 years that's not supposed to be here. 30 million. Caught and uncaught. I mean, are you serious? What did they think that was going to do to our country that was positive? They knew right off the bat that it was going to be a negative force on this country. It was going to be negative, nothing but negative. But they did it anyway. Why? I mean, let's have these people just come out and tell the truth for once, and let us try to figure this out. I mean, because until we're truthful people, I mean, everybody's in la la land. I mean, because a lot of people can't, unless they hear it right out of somebody's mouth, they can't see the truth if somebody's lying. Obviously. That's why this country's messed up, because I get it. I see it. But most of the Democratic voters, they don't see it, or they don't get it. They don't get it. Or Donald Trump's tone is just so offensive to them that they just can't take it. They'll rather just tank the whole country over his tone. Let's just tank the whole country because they don't like the way he talks. Even though his policies worked, even though things were way better. Way better. I mean, shit. Donald Trump is like Superman, and fucking Kamala Harris is like Ant-Man. You know what I'm saying? She's like a little ant. She's pointless. I mean, just watch her. She's nothing but a pest. Democratic Party's been nothing but a pest, people, for a long time now. They're pests. I mean, they need to go to work. That's what this program is. Go to work and do your fucking jobs. All you people in Congress, we vote you in there to work for us, and you're working for everybody but us. I mean, look, this illegal immigrant crisis going on at the border right here, man. I mean, all these aliens coming over here, illegal aliens, all the drugs, you know, and they always just talk about fentanyl. It's always just fentanyl. I've been doing that too, but let's talk about it for real. Heroin, methamphetamines, cocaine, Molly, all that stuff's being made over Mexico coming over that border. It's not just fentanyl, people. Fentanyl by itself is killing 100,000 plus a year. What about the meth? What about the coke? What about the heroin? What about the opioids, the pills market? I mean, besides the fentanyl that's out there, it's not all just fentanyl. I mean, they got other drugs out there too that are pills that are making. They're not just making fentanyl. I mean, they got all kinds of drugs that are out there. They're making. I mean, so what about all those? I mean, that's what we're allowed to come over that border, people. It's not just fentanyl, and it's sex trafficking of women and children. I mean, there's a lot going on at that border, people. A lot that our country's allowing to happen. Our government is allowing it all to happen. Them saying they can't fucking shut down that border, they can't police it, is the biggest lie. They don't need that wall. We got high-tech military. You pop a few kind of come over, and they'll stop coming over. That's simple arithmetic, huh? Pop a couple trying to sneak over our border. Boom, 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 boom. and watch how quick that stops. It'd be like overnight. Overnight, a problem that's affecting this whole country would be over with. You pop a fucking couple of those motherfuckers off right there and you put it on the news and it stops everything. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like back in the day when they used to hang people out in the town square. You know, that keeps a lot of people from doing bad things. You know what I'm saying? They start what's up when they watch somebody's neck get strung out right there in the town square. I mean, is that harsh? It is, but is it harsher than our country being ruined? No, I think not. That's what's going on right now, people. All this stuff at the border is so simple to figure out. You tell the cartels not one more pill. Somebody sneaks over, pop, 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 and it's all done. It's all done. No more drugs. No more. It's done. It'd be just that quick. I mean, I'd like to see them do it just to watch how fucking these motherfuckers run. They'd be running so fast, they ain't gonna come near that border again unless it's legal. You know what I'm saying? With their drugs, their trafficking, and anything else they're trying to get over this country, with their diseases they carry because they don't get immunized over there. I mean, we got people coming over here. They don't have no no immunizations for anything. I mean, they're just toxic. They haven't had one shot to prevent anything that we've tried so hard to eradicate in our country when it comes to when it comes to illness. I mean, they're coming over here with all kinds of crap, people. I mean, we had to fucking test for COVID. They didn't. They just let them come over the border. They're not testing them for nothing. They're not testing them for nothing. I mean, that's crazy. I mean, so let's let in the drugs. Let's let in the sex trafficking. Let's let in the diseases. Let's bring in the division and break this country apart from illegal immigration. That's the Democratic. That's how they look at things. That's their platform. Let's just ruin America. I mean, when you ruin America, you're ruining the world, baby. That's what's up. You're ruining the rest of the world. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's all going to come down falling. I mean, it's all. I don't want to get biblical or nothing like that, but I don't. Unless Donald Trump gets elected, I mean, good times are not in our near future. I mean, and hopefully we can stop this cancer of democratic thinking before it metastasizes too much. I mean, before it gets any worse, because it's almost, they were a tumor like this. Now they're like this. They're a tumor on us. The Democratic Party is a tumor to this country, and they're tearing us down. I mean, what else do you think is going to happen with that illegal immigration? It's tearing us down, man. It's pitting us against each other. I mean, when you got the Democratic Party pandering to black people and telling them basically that they're not black if they don't vote for them, that they're just like the rest of us if they don't vote for them. I mean, yeah, that's how I look at it, people. I mean, everybody up against everybody. That's what our government wants. That's what they've always wanted. That's what governments do, people. That's how they stay in power. I mean, not just the government, individuals that are in government. I mean, it's not just about the government anymore. You got people that have been there a long, long time, and they think they're powerful. They are. I mean, they think they're more than what they are, though. They were just a senator, just a congressman. They weren't God. They weren't the president. They were just somebody that represents constituents of a certain district somewhere. I mean, that's all they are. But they're, how do they all own 5-6 houses, man? How do they all? They're not making that much money, are they? I mean, how do they all get so rich? I'll tell you why. They've been in government for that long. Insider trading, all kinds. Look at Nancy Pelosi. Man, she is caught red-handed, but nobody does nothing about it. She has been caught red-handed. I mean, so many trades done right before something major happens to a company. I mean, nobody's that good of a goddamn fucking stockbroker. I mean, nobody's that good. Come on. All these major things happening. There's Nancy Pelosi rich with him. You got that Menendez, gold bars, cash, cars that are being given to him. I mean, that is what's going on here. I mean, and those are just the ones that are investigating. I guarantee you, if you investigated every goddamn, even on the Republican side, you're probably not going to like what you find when it comes to what they've been doing behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? Only the ones that fuck up and they investigate and then they end up bringing all this stuff out. Like they pissed off the higher ones for some reason, so they dogged them out. And they know better than to say anything because then they'd be really dogged out. I mean, then they're really going to prison. I mean, or dead, like the Clintons. I mean, don't fuck with the Clintons, man. You'll be dead. I'll probably be dead tomorrow. But that's what's up, people. So anyway, get to work, do your jobs. It's Saturday. I'll have my Saturday night edition here later on today. So this is Scott in the Shot saying goodbye for today, for this morning.